Agile is a collection of frameworks. The most common framework is called Scrum, and about 80 or 90% of teams around the world are using Scrum. Now, if we're working with one of our Agile frameworks, I call this doing Agile. Doing Agile. You might see people doing things like a daily Scrum or using Post-it notes. This is visible. It's above the waterline of this iceberg. You can see people doing Agile. But more importantly than doing Agile is what I like to call being Agile. And being Agile is below this waterline of the iceberg. We can't necessarily see these things. These are things that are within people when they're working in teams. So being Agile, it's about thinking differently. You may have heard that Agile is actually a mindset as well. It's a way of thinking and being. But how do we know how to be Agile? Well, what can help us is called the Agile Manifesto. 20 years ago, some people got together to look at what was wrong with how we do work in projects, and they came up with a solution. It was called Agile. And within that Agile Manifesto, they created what we have now. It's 4 values. There are 4 values. And Agile also has 12 principles. In this video, we're going to do a deeper dive on the 4 values and the 12 principles of Agile. Let's start with the first of the values. And in our Agile values, we value something more than something else. The first one is this. What do we value? We value individuals and interactions. And we value that more than processes and tools. So as you can see, this one's slightly higher. We value this one more than we value this one. But it doesn't mean that we don't have a process and that we don't like to use tools. Of course we do. But we value people talking to each other more. The second Agile value is that we value getting working software or a working solution into the market more than we value comprehensive documentation. Again, we still need documentation. Many people are using Agile in regulatory environments, and we must document things. But we want to create just enough documentation and not necessarily overload the teams with unnecessary work that's not of value. So make sure the documentation you've got is the right documentation at the right time. The third Agile value, we value customer collaboration, talking to customers, engaging with real customers more than what we call contract negotiation. Customer collaboration over contract negotiation. And for this one, first one's obvious, spend time with customers, understand what they really value. When I say we value this over contract negotiations are things like unnecessary internal bureaucracy and red tape, things that are slowing you down and preventing you from spending time understanding the customer. The final Agile value is that we value responding to change over following a plan. Now, we still need a plan. It's important to have a plan. And in Agile, that plan is a roadmap. It's something that's dynamic. It can change. It's not set in stone. Following a plan is referring to the traditional way of working where you create a huge upfront plan for 3 or 4 months, and then you follow the plan. And change then becomes difficult because you're so wedded to the plan. In Agile, we like to respond to change and to be adaptable to the marketplace. That's why we do Agile, to reduce the risk that we can't respond to change, we can't get to market quicker than others. So those are our 4 Agile values. Let's now take a look at the 12 Agile principles. So let's start with principle number 1. Our highest priority, it's all about satisfying customers and having a happy customer, as you can see in the picture. And the way we do that is we deliver value early to get this feedback loop. Number 2 is about how we measure progress. Traditional projects, red, amber, green. Agile projects, have we delivered value? Value is the thing you should measure with our project status. Number 3 is around delivering frequently. Deliver frequently. And in Agile, we'd like to deliver value every few weeks. The shorter timescale is preferred. Next one's about change. We welcome change. We love change in Agile. We want to be able to respond to change. It's not about, however, an endless flow of yes, yes, yes. We have to sometimes negotiate. If something comes in, something else may have to give. Next one, number 5, it's about sustainable pace. We don't want people working evenings and weekends. We want to have teams and look after our people and work at a sustainable pace. And that's what this whole concept of working in iterations is all about. Do the right work, not do lots and lots of work. Number 6 is about reflection. And in Scrum and Agile, we regularly pause and we want to have a look at how we're going, what can we change? And if you do that, the team will continuously improve. Number 7 is about the people, and we need to motivate people. Look at the work of Dan Pink, Autonomy, Mastery, and Purpose, but also trust them. So as the environment we want from leadership is to trust people and to motivate them. Number 8 is about working together daily and getting rid of the silos between business and technology or other departments in the company. We want people to work together daily and connect daily and to get rid of that feeling of working in another department. Number 9 is around face-to-face communications. The best way to communicate is face-to-face. Of course, many people are working virtually, so get those cameras on. If you're struggling to get cameras on, create a social contract within your team to help people do that. It's very hard to communicate without being able to see someone. Number 10 is about simplicity. How can we get the job done in the simplest way? Is there work that we don't need to do or that we could avoid doing to be more agile? Less is more. Number 11 is all around self-managing teams. And this concept is in Agile is that there's no hierarchy and that everyone can bring their best self to work to get the work done, to have collective accountability for the work that we're doing. And finally, number 12, if we can really aim for a high quality of technical excellence, that's going to help us produce better products that customers love and ultimately give us more agility. So those are our 12 principles which support the 4 values of Agile. If you can bring these to life in your organization through your organization's culture, you will not just do Agile, but you will move towards being Agile. Good luck.